Right, we are live. Welcome to another stream, this time in the FENIX A320 latest update. It was a small update. They announced something with the 390, 321, but also they fixed some stuff. We'll go through the changelog during the flight. Pod, hello to you. How are you, Pod? Nice to see you. And Millionaire, you have the Microsoft Flight Sim. You just used it shortly because you don't like the I'm not sure what exactly you don't like about the Flight Sim, because most people will love the visuals, obviously, but yeah, it's lacking in different areas. I mean, it depends on where you put your focus. Hey, Forward, gute wie geht's dir? So we're already fueling. Yeah, so we're flying from Quito, where we land. Oh, I need to start.
Smart cars.
Smart cars, yes. Although I need to activate the flight first.
I have a little problem here.
Mm-hmm.
It says checking for updates already for some minutes. Usually it only needs 2 seconds. Maybe simulator is stuck.
Yeah, if not, I would just close Microsoft and start it again.
Ah, okay, it continues.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, there was an update yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. Yeah,
so
already installed it.
Okay, cool.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Someone else there on the airport?
Let me just check. Smart cars, there it is. Yeah, doing well, Forward, yeah. Busy at home, renovation works. So let's have a look. Currently,
use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel
Jeremiah.
quantity.
No, currently just Jeremiah and me, and I know that you're going to be joining in a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm there in 2 or 5 or 10 minutes.
Excellent. Right, so smart cars. Flight started successfully. Fantastic. Cool. Yeah, so Forward for us, it's really the last big kind of renovation work because yeah, the kitchen was too small. We talked many times about it when we did our cooking streams. So when you rewatch the cooking streams where my wife cooked, it's all gone. so that table is gone, and the wall left of that table to the kitchen is completely ripped out. So now it's an completely open kitchen. Going to be much bigger, and yeah, so the living area will be more kind of
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel
in a way that you know, it has more the North Frisian kind of character, I would say. So yeah,
A integrated kitchen then.
it's an integrated kitchen. You know, when you these days when you build a new kind of bungalow house, it's pretty much the same, isn't it? You know, you have an open kind of kitchen area integrated into the living area. That's pretty much the trend. I was going to...
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel
But
quantity.
then you have more the smells of the kitchen in your living room.
Well, the new stove is a induction, and it has a center. How do you, what's Abzugshaube English? Hang on.
Ventilation system.
Let's see. Yeah, the extractor. So it has an extractor, which is going down. So its center. It's a round opening in the middle of the stove.
Okay.
And it pulls all the the smell and the moisture, everything down. It has a filter, a very strong filter, and we've tested it. So we had a cooking evening at the shop where we bought the kitchen, and there's like a professional cook there, and he cooked fish, he cooked steak, everything, and yeah, when you put on maximum, you can't smell anything. It just pulls all of the flavor, which really you don't really want. You want to have a bit of flavor, you know, that smell of the food. So you got to find the right balance.
I saw a advertising of this thing, and then I always thought, what happens when you make a mess on your stove and you're putting some fluids on it and it runs into this hole?
Yep, it's caught differently. So there's a very clever system inside where moisture is caught differently to the rest of the moisture and so on.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
And you can keep this clean for several years.
Yep. Yeah.
How can you clean this inside?
It's cooler filter, so you can take out the filter anytime you want. You can put that into the dishwasher, and also where any moisture is caught, it's like a little bucket. You just take that out. It has a built-in inertial separator. That would actually probably be a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, forward. Well, the first 2 days this week, man, why isn't it not refueling?
Have you also take part in this renovation works, or are you only advising?
We'll do a little bit, but since right now, you know, taking out a whole wall and having to put in a new steel beam for the static of the house, you can't do that yourself. You need professionals to do that. Yeah, and also today, taking down the lower roof, so the lower ceiling of the rooms there. You need experts for that. You just can't. It's just, you know, you don't have the equipment to do that quickly. So
is this safe regarding static and so?
Yeah. So yeah, I had to get an engineer and someone who overlooks the whole building stuff. So we had to get the whole static plans from the authorities. So they have somewhere, I don't know, in depots, they have all the plans. So when you apply to get or to build a house, then you have to, you know, get a architect to make static plans, etc., etc. That has to be sent and approved by the authorities there, and then it's kept there forever. And then you just have to pay like 20 euros, and they send you the plans. And ours were from 1980. That was when the house was built. And there you can see exactly where all the supporting beams are, and, you know, all the static stuff. So the architect now the new architect looked over it and decided where the new beam has to go, because the wall that we took out was a supporting wall. So that's why you have to have a separate beam to support now the rest. But they were so fast. I mean, it was Monday. They took out the wall and inserted a new beam. It only took them like 8 hours. Crazy.
They are doing this every day,
Yeah, I know. And you know, that's why they're the professionals there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very impressive indeed. So let me do the preparations quickly. So overhead panel, that was all finished. I'm going to start the APU.
The simulator is running now, and now I'm loading up the plane.
Isn't there an output? No, that's the thing. It has, well, there is, but it's somewhere.
Please use your airplane system to set
Actually,
the desired
well, yeah, it has. It's on the lower part of the cupboards, but it's kind of distributed so that you don't really have a big force of airflow anywhere. Yeah, so very impressive. Cool. So let's do the rest. So the flight number is Avianca 711. Cost index is, let me just, oh, hold on, we're still on the wrong flight here. Hold
Please
on.
use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
So there we go.
Please use
Now,
your airplane
now we have the
fuel
correct
system to set
overlay.
the desired
Fantastic.
fuel quantity.
So except that, so cost index is 5. That's pretty slow. And the flight time today is 46 minutes. Cruising level 330. And actually, let's do wind uplink quickly. Request. And 56.9 expected. 0 fuel weight. And 5.8.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Right, let me just have a look here. So let's go config fuel 5800. There you go. So hopefully GSX will be happy now. So Bogota is the alternate airport, and we require for that 1.5 tons of fuel. Bogota, fantastic. Right. Departure. We'll depart 36, and it's gonna be. Just check the EFB here. Zoom in here, fantastic. Runway 36 for departure, and we are requiring the departure route ARNOC 4 departure. What's that, stars or what? Hang on, what do I have here? Not departures, right? Departure. Ah, there we go, ARNOC 4. I was just wondering where that was. Okay, so the ARNOC 4 at 8.5, Quebec, November, Victor, 12,600 feet minimum. So it says after takeoff, continue towards Quebec, November, Victor, Norte VOR, cross at above 10,000 here. Then climb radial 002 outbound to 8.5 DMEs, cross at above 12,600, then right turn to 20 miles, 16,000, it says here. Well, actually, no, that's Anbal 3, we don't need that here. So that's actually just right, Quito 041, direct to ARNOC, that's it. Okay, that's all it says. Now
The takeoff fits very barely here. I'm on full power. I have 29 cell temperature with 23-degree outside temperature. I think this will be a very close one.
Okay, we're very high, so I guess maybe just go Toga straight away.
Yeah.
Maybe the best plan. All right, so let me dial in here. So let's go 330 straight up. No level off. So 330. So the ARNOC 4 departure insert. Then the flight plan routing. contact to Vuk2, and then there's only one approach. Now, the weather at our destination. So we actually pretty much boarded everyone, that's fine. So there we got variable 7, okay. But, well, we're going to take the northern runway anyway, so I'm going to take arrival, VOR 02, via the 2 Charlie, and approach via, we'll use Asoxa, obviously straight in then.
Jeremiah is ready for taxiing.
Okay, have a good one.
Thank you.
Nice, doors all closed already. The APU is available. Let's do that. Get rid of external power. Let's see, armed. And then have a look here now. Actually, I need to try it again, don't I? I just have to start FS2 crew. Let me just see. FS2 crew. Okay, so where's my FS2 crew? So let's see if that works today. What? Okay, well, I don't know why she's gone. That's a new one.
I'm back. No issue on the walk around.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
But why is the... Huh? Why is she gone? That's so weird. Hang on.
He's scared to fly with you.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise there, but... What is happening? Why is... Oh, I think I know what's wrong. Okay, no, we can't do that because, yeah, the FENIX update, and now they have to update FS2 crew as well. So I can't do that today, unfortunately. So, hey, Adam, hello, welcome back. So I'm going to do that to throttle quadrant, just FENIX. There it is. Alrighty, single pilot concept today then, cool. Also good. So ground services, GPU, and what time is it now? 8 minutes to go. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's all fine. So fuel is good. Diff rips, RATNAV. We want to have. Let's just check. Quebec November Victor. With
I am going to push soon.
Okay. 002 course, and then next one is Quebec India Tango, and then that's the 041 radio. Diff rips performance. Let's have a look what we get. So takeoff performance. not sure. Let's have a look here. Final weights 62.6. Okay, 62.6. Yeah, that's good. So let's see. Serhan, hello to you. And is it Luca on YouTube? Hello. So Adam, new off day, but would you mind giving my answer to an application to read if I just left it in your Discord DMs? Would you know how to have another pilot read? For the Speedberg Academy. Okay, so I mean we are talking about the British Airways real world application, correct? We're not talking about virtual airline, anything like that. So we're going to force toga power, anti-ice off, packs off. That's the temperature. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go and send me that direct message. That's fine, Adam. I'll have a look over it. Well, that's exciting, though, isn't it? Applying to British Airways. It says flaps 3 now. Let's force flaps 2. I think that's probably going to be optimum. So 85.1. Okay, I mean that's the maximum allowable. So 25, 35, 35. Toga power flaps 2 down 0.2. Sent that to the MCDU. That's all in. Right. Quick briefing. A320 CFM engines, no technical issue right now. Departure route as briefed, up level 330. Extra fuel is round about a ton, 30 minutes. And taxi out. It's going to be Juliet Hotel. Sorry, yeah. No, Juliet Alpha. So Juliet Alpha or Bravo Alpha. No, Juliet Alpha it is. Juliet Alpha holding point, full length 36. And engine out would be... Well, we're not going to do engine out. It's too complicated. Oh, I'm too tired to read all that. NADP 1, that's something we can enter though. So let's have a look at... So 9410 and 10,920. Well, you never know, Adam. Have a good plan B ready in life, and yeah, I know that you want it, right? So I think that's actually a good kind of initial way of going about the application. Give it your best shot, and who knows? You never know. Good. All right. So almost ready. Threats today, well, threats definitely high altitude airports, so higher ground speed due to high air speeds, toga power, lots of terrain, obviously a factor today. Cool, that's all done. Secondary, just copy the active real quickly. If anything, we'll come back. ILS X-ray 36. No start. No bio.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box.
Harry! Hey, nice to see you.
Could new subscribers please make your way
Great
to
to see you, Harry. Hope you're doing well.
Where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Good evening, BB. Hope you and your family are all well.
We are.
Best wishes.
Thank you so much, Harry. Hope the same for you. Hope you and your family are all well. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. So there's a couple of checklists we have to go through now. No. So let's do quickly the A320 checklist. Normal. Cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins covers removed. Fuel quantity 5,780 kilograms. Balanced. Seatbelts on. ADIRS. Nav. And RF is, check that quickly, 1024 7830. And that's the cockpit preparation checklist completed. So before start checklist, parking brake is set. Takeoff speed thrust to 53535. Toga power. Windows, doors closed. The beacon is on. And that's the before start checklist completed. Fantastic. All right, let's have a look for the announcements.
Locking gear.
Luca, no, I don't openly communicate what airline I'm flying for, but I mean, if you watch my streams regularly, then you'll know. There aren't that many options. So nice, we are departing on time. I don't know what's going on today. Let me just push back, ammo face, this way. Yeah, Harry? Thank you, that's good to hear. Yeah, I guess you're very busy. Are you studying or
Exiting from editing.
what's keeping you busy these days?
Parking brake, please.
So parking brake is off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wing.
Thank you much. Right. Here we go. Fuel pumps are on. Bleed is available. Engine start. So right, so also Olympic 737, nice. 2 start. Hey Lilienthal, nice to see you. How are you? Low rider status. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Interesting viewpoint, right? Looking good though.
Instructions including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oxygen.
Busy with ATPL studies. Man, all the best for
Welcome
that.
aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could
One
new
start.
subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
I guess it could be. Yeah.
Waiting your confirmation for a good
Lilienthal. My God, hang on. Lilienthal, thank you so much for the 87 months.
Baggage on
That's a long time. My God. Lilienthal, much appreciated. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Man, 87. Longest subscriber on the channel here. Yeah, sorry, Brenner, go ahead.
How long does it take to get an ATPL license from the first lesson, in the theoretical lesson, until you have the license in your hands?
The fastest, I would say, if you're really, really fast, including all the flying lessons, maybe 12 months. But that's already hard.
Fast.
Yeah.
Really?
But that's
Okay.
already hard pressing it. I think you would have to be extremely or you would be extremely busy. So no holidays, no free time whatsoever. So realistically, I would aim for 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would also need very good weather, and everything would have to be perfect. Yeah.
And do you need a kind of flying hours to get a cockpit?
Well, there are certain requirements, obviously, to get to get the licenses. But it depends on the country. So US has a completely different setup than what we have here in Europe.
I think 1,500 hours or something like that I have heard in the US.
Yeah, so you have 1,500 PIC hours.
Yeah, PIC. Not only PIC.
Yeah.
And how can you earn all that hours when you don't have a cockpit?
The easiest way would be being a flight instructor.
Oh, okay.
Or fly for a smaller company, does a lot of commuting, lots of short flights. Yeah, but again, it is fairly unrealistic. Right, there's the pin. Let's do after start checklist. Anti-ice off, ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim down 0.2, rudder trim neutral. And that's the after start checklist completed. Let's go.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff. Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you much. Brake check. Yeah, so bro, Flugo, I'm referring to what would be the absolute fastest way. How fast? I mean, I don't personally think it's doable. For me, I would not be able to do it in 12 months, but maybe someone who flies non-stop and and is very keen learning. He's a very fast learner. Maybe then, I don't know. It's like I said, it's unlikely, but who knows? So I can't always take myself as reference, right? So. Yeah, 777 driver. I mean, a couple of days ago on the Broncolero channel, there's a video where someone who apparently was trying to collect hours for his airliner's career, and he crashed single pilot concept with a aircraft pretty much the size of a Caravan, Cessna Caravan, that size. And yeah, he got into severe icing on the approach towards Chino Airport near Los Angeles, and he crashed. Didn't survive. So I don't know. And also you have to realize that we here in Europe, we have the ab initio training, and flight schools that are monitored by the authorities, and I have never heard of any accident that could be related to the first officer that was, somewhat inexperienced, so had less than 1,500 flight hours. And I can only refer then, yeah.
And I already heard of a lot of incidents like that where a person wanted to collect flight hours and then crashed.
Yeah. So.
They even fly in Africa to collect hours, or in Papua New Guinea, and so on. And that's dangerous. That are dangerous jobs.
Oh. Where are the others? They're just taken off. Gimme. They just already departed. So I'm the last one in line here. Hurrying up. Yeah, exactly, Bruno. Yeah. You know, you have your own company procedures. You could start out right from the beginning, including CRM, crew resource management, crew multi-crew concept, etc. You can streamline these cadets directly to, you know, airline SOPs. So Turk in the US, my wife's friend from high school passed away in a twin engine trying to build ours. Oh, really? That's really sad to hear. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, so some people at some point decided to put that rule in, and now they're just clinging on to it, even though it doesn't really make sense, right? But no, Kimmy, we are currently on multiplayer here on Microsoft.
I think I heard there was an accident many years ago where a very inexperienced first officer was responsible for the crash, and that was the reason why they introduced that reason that they that rule that they have to have 1,500 hours.
I think I remember the, but I think the most limiting or the most contributing factor was actually fatigue, not so much, you know, flying ability. So I don't know. I didn't really take in the whole issue of the whole accident. So just going through the checklist here. Engine must be normal, and you can remember takeoff no blue. All done. Let's go. Line up cabin crew seated for departure. Or prepare for departure. There we go. And then a lineup checklist. Takeoff runway is 36, confirmed full length. TCAS is TARA, and pack 1 and 2 off. Approach sector is clear. Let's do a rolling takeoff. Here we go. Oh. Wow, that's really sensitive. Nozzle steering, blimey. Oh, I have to recheck my settings now, don't I? Take off. Oh yeah, Toga panel. There we go. Man Toga as runway. Autofos blue. You see, that's why you always remind yourself that you're gonna have to do a Toga power takeoff. Thrust was set. 100 knots checked. 3-1. Rotate. Careful the pitch. High altitude. Positive rate. Gear up. That's climbing quite well, actually. Really surprised.
Maybe that density altitude is not simulated in the simulator.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Look at that terrain again. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It's Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, yes. 1, 2 notches back, thrust climb, SRS still, climb, auto thrust. You see, oh, you're gonna have to really lower the nose. And now the climb rate has diminished, but we already have to attain at the 10,000 feet for that plateau there. That's really incredible. Alright, let me get the autopilot on. How cool. Yeah, exactly. Like Harry just wrote using SimBrief. Yeah. I'm on it. There we go. Pack 1 on, pack 2 on. Flaps 1. Speed check, flaps 1. Well, Osama, the thing is this: you need IFR hours. Well, actually, no, you don't. I don't know if the US requires a certain amount of IFR hours, but it's going to be single pilot, so you're going to usually be stuck with single pilot flying. to get 1,500 hours, and you'll do everything. And you know, maybe you're going to accept weather conditions, flap 0, sometimes that are not optimal, but you still accept them because you want to use the, you know, every minute of your time to go and fly, just to get those hours as quickly as possible. And that's why you accept weather conditions like that poor person the other day, where he got into severe icing and the aircraft couldn't handle it. Well, I mean, the autopilot kicked out, so he was complaining that the autopilot keeps kicking out, which is not a problem per se, right? I mean, he just hand fly it, but he didn't seem to be, you know, experienced enough to cope with that situation. And that's, you know, that's the problem behind all this. Right, I'm going to go 235 knots until we're out of the terrain here.
Are you able to make that mountains?
Yep. So, I mean, according to the departure route, 12.6 and 5 miles. I'm already at 13.3 now. So, all good. In P3, I was training max performance engines out in the DC-6 here in the grid. Really? Oh, 777 driver. Blimey. Yeah, that's true also, yeah. Bruno quite rightly says that, you know, you're creating, you know, instructors that are not necessarily, you know, heart and soul instructors. They're just there to farm hours and then, you know, be on their way again. And we know that, you know, for flight instruction, you do need people that are very, you know, into it. And you know, capable of instructing and so on. Breno, did you also have a square on the right from the flight path, which looks a bit weird with coloring?
I can't remember to see that.
So I have like
maybe you have a problem with your scenery library.
No.
These kind of magenta areas are scenery problems.
DX12 maybe again.
Yeah. And here down there is another problem.
That's weird. Adlua, hello. How are you?
But the landscape is very impressing there.
Yeah, yeah. I just wish they would bring out a world update for Colombia.
Yeah, that would be great. But they need low-level airplanes and photographs from low-level airplanes, and I don't know if they get a permission to that.
Do you really need that? I thought high-resolution satellite images would work.
No.
Oh,
That
okay.
are aerial photos from planes.
Oh, really?
Almost really low-level flying. I think 4,000 feet or so. They're doing thousands of photographs, and that's the base of the landscape.
Because what I can see now, you know, the mesh infos is very crude here.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Yeah.
It differs. I think in Colombia they are really from satellites, but in Europe or so that are all aerial photos from planes.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. 777 driver says just saw Microsoft 2024 AI system will take care of this finally. Okay, nice. Well, Peter, did you install the latest Galaki profiler? No. But thanks for reminding me. I think I'll have a look over the next couple of days to see if that works a bit better. All right, set standard, cross-checked, lights off.
And Bruno commits that right now. He said low-level flying in Porto.
Okay, interesting.
For the sceneries.
Wow, that definitely is a lot of work then to do.
Yes.
Crazy. Hey Beethoven, have you landed in Pasto. Do you have the identifier? But it sounds familiar.
Kilo Papa Sierra, we already were there a lot of times. It is a very interesting and challenging approach. And in this tour, the airport is coming up.
Ah, okay. So we will fly there. Let me just check. Tour center.
4 or 5 legs ago.
To go. Okay. Let me just have a look.
Not ago, in future.
Yeah. So right now, today we're flying Quito to Benito Salas and so Antonio Nariño Airport, right? That's what it means.
Papa Sierra is Pasto, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Looking forward to that one. That's going to be interesting again. Is Tango November Charlie Charlie on your route? No, so this is yeah, not on the Colombian tour. And I want to announce something. Brennell today has finished the ATR Colombian tour. Let me just find it. Tour center.
You can't find it. I will send you a link.
Ah, okay.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. Exactly. So right now we're doing Colombia tour. I know Quito isn't Colombia, but it's Ecuador, right? So but still, it fits in quite nicely with the routing structure today. So and it's an interesting airport to cover. That's why.
We'll send it as direct message in Discord.
Okay. Thank you. So there we go. So specially made for the ATR or equivalent aircraft if you have one. So that would be the routing there. Look at that. And these airports obviously are very interesting, very challenging, because some of them don't have instrument approaches. So some of them will be VFR approaches. And
many of them are in very mountainous areas.
So you need to check the weather, and also you can only fly this if you have finished the normal Colombia tour that we're doing right here. So it's kind of a bonus tour at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, Brendan,
And
thank
when
you.
you finish this one, then also you have a Ecuador tour with I think 15 legs or so, which you can do then.
Nice. So Brendan, thank you much for making that tour for us.
You're
And
welcome.
we will cover that here as well on the streams.
I hope you have fun.
Definitely. Beautiful country. Interesting approaches. What more do you want? Now, FENIX. Let me just check, because I didn't really check what the update actually was all about. So, the update, let's read it. The new update focuses mostly on optimizing the XEM performance and the artwork. Okay. So performance for the modeling and texture work has been optimized even further, while other improvements like LOD should see an improvement to the FPS. External engine model has been optimization, had also had some optimization on also how the LVAR is handled. Number of fixes based on user feedback has also been implemented. So let's see. Changelog, avionics, optimized performance of external engine model, optimized performance of internal LVAR handling. So some all very technical. Some AOA tweaks in flight control law. Okay. Some fixes. Incorrect TCAS target altitude being shown. Okay, so that's fixed. GSX settings are now overridden using their API to automatically set the required GSX settings. Okay. Fixed IDG-based fuel cooling running when engines are shut down. Okay. Fixed the VLS calculation for IAE engines. Yeah, I noticed that as well. That looked a bit high. Fixed the climb thrust being above flex thrust. A lot of people commented on that as well. Fixed the missing ignition conditions for IAE engines. So with approach idle. Okay. Further VLS calculation improvements. So they fixed some art and sound stuff, EFB stuff, livery. Okay, oh, that's about it. Okay, so no remark regarding the flare mode, but Lilo today said that that would come with SU-15 then. Okay. Aero Sucre Ecuador tour when? I don't know. I don't know. So many legs to fly. Ecuador tour to the Galapagos. Is it? Well, I guess you do have. Hang on, let me just. Galapagos. Gosh, what a name. I guess at some point, if the sceneries are nice, who knows? Do you need to have an account to fly these tours? Well, you have to be logged. You have to make an account with One Engine Out Airways, yes, but there is no costs and there is no, flight hour requirement, etc. Just have to register, and then you can also in the download section download the logging tool. Yeah, sorry, Bernard.
I haven't said anything.
Okay, so yeah, and then you have on a download, you have the option to download the free version of the SmartCast tool, and with that you can log your flights automatically. Any other legs planned today? No, that's a second leg. So the first one was the 787 from Vienna to Cologne to test the CPDLC. So when we land, it would be about 11:30. And I've had a very long day. Lots of renovation works going on here at home. And I am maybe, guys, so if you're interested, maybe we'd do a little kind of Discord stream regarding the CTP across the pond. So those that are flying across the pond, that's why I didn't want to do it here on the stream, because not everyone is interested in that. But for those especially interested in the CTP infos, maybe have some questions, maybe we can do a little workshop on Friday evening or something.
Black Box, would you do a little approach briefing?
Yep, I'll just get the charts out. So let's have a look.
We have 7 knots tailwind at our destination.
Ooh, spicy.
Okay. Then the wind changed.
In the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So there's a VR approach 2.0 as well. Hey, let's see how that works. Ooh, that's spicy as well, Brennard. How about it?
Oh, if you like, we can change.
Yep. So let's do that. Let's go with the VR.
As I planned the route, I looked in the forecast and it said the wind comes from the north, so I planned the runway 02.
Yeah, no worries. I think maybe. Yeah, it's in 200 at 7 now. It was variable prior. Now it's 200 at 7.
Okay.
So yeah, let's just change that. So we'll go flight plan, arrival, take the VOR 20, approach, then it gives us 2 different approaches though. Let me just check something then.
But then it's difficult to find a approach route.
Well, we have to just reroute and just have a look here. I'll tell you what we'll do. We simply go. There's a gap. That's for runway 02. Let me have a look. Look to. Also 02. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We just go direct to the VOR after Vuk2. So Vuk2 direct to November Victor Alpha. We'll descend accordingly. Adam, fantastic. Yeah, okay, Adam. If I get your private message, then I'll have a look at that application. Thank you so much. Yeah, later. Take care. And then we're gonna have to do one procedure turn to align us with the VOR approach. So we have to cross the VOR at 4,000, procedure turn 3,600 inbound, and then at the VOR we'll start the final descent, 3 degrees, 6.6 miles to lose about 2,000 feet. Yeah, that sounds good. So number 3 degrees should bring us down nicely to the runway. The rest is visual at 5 miles. Missed approach. At 5.2 miles, right turn back again to the VOR and we climb 4,000 to hold. Sounds like a plan, right?
That sounds good. Interesting.
So we'll do that. Insert. So what I'm going to do is go Vuk2. Then I clear that. Clear. And we said direct to NVA. And that way the holding is included, so you don't have to do anything crazy. Cool. Let's do the setup here in the MCDU. Performance. Next page. Next page. QNH1008. Temperature. It's interesting that this small airport actually does have a weather info. 207 and the minimum's 2010. Config 4. And then let's have a look for landing performance. So 20, apply the meta. It still says variable 7 knots here. That's weird. Okay, anyways. The rest looks good. Auto thrust off. We'll do reverse. Orbit medium. Landing weight. Estimating 400 kilograms less. So let's do 60.8. So let's do 200 at 7. There we go. So, whew, it's a short runway, 1,700 meters. So max manual braking it is. All right, interesting.
Yeah, this short runway with 7 knots tailwind would be crazy.
Yeah. That could. So let's have a look. Oh, you're right. Yeah, here. So when you press refresh meta, yeah, that was okay. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, cool. All right. Thank you very much. That also works. Cool. Then we'll have that all set. And then we'll have to set the VOR here. Oh no, it's November Victor Alpha. November Victor Alpha. inbound course is 206. Yep, 206. Cool. Let's do one fuel check, shall we? So VUC2 is supposed to have 2.8 plus extra of 1 ton, 3.8 at VUC2 30 minutes after departure. Yeah, so we have 4 estimated and we'll be there in about 9 minutes. 32, so 2 minutes late, but fuel is good. Fantastic. So it looks like Jeremiah is in the approach. And one more thing I'm going to put here is Sierra Kilo November Victor 20. So I have a direct distance threshold later on. So it looks like the routing from VUC2 to the VOR is fairly flat. Yeah, so we're in the valley there. So the first and second contour. Yeah, so we're safe down to 8,000 feet after VUC2. So VUC2 12,000, then 8,000 is safe. Yeah, and then within 20 miles, 6,000, and then we go down to 4,000. Alrighty. So we're down in 120 initially. Company message. What do they want? Let me see. So here's the menu. No ADC required. Okay.
It's a little bit foggy at 9,000 feet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, it says 8 kilometers, a bit hazy, but few 4,000, broken 10,000, so we should be able to see the runway. Requirements for the approach are a visibility of 2,800 meters. And vertically we need about 600, so yeah, it should be fine. You think it's different to flare the IAEs compared to CFMs? Really? I found the real difference is between flap 3 and config 4. That's for me the eye opener. But I've not really, maybe I've not compared them directly enough. Anybody else notice different flare behaviors between the IAE and the CFMs? Dustin, hello. Dankeschön. Oh yes, I did see the Dubai weather effect yesterday. Yeah, Brennelt sent me a video where you saw that Fly Dubai 737 taxi through the water. It's interesting because I don't know any direct limitations regarding water depth that you're supposed to taxi through, or that you can taxi through. I mean, you just have to realize that, I don't know, on the landing gear, I mean, surely it can get wet, right? It's allowed to get wet because you can fly through rain, but I honestly don't know if you have 30 centimeters, a foot deep water and it taxis through that. Contamination assessment, yeah, fail. I'm flying Airbus Broker. I'm flying from Amsterdam to Montreal. Daniel, yeah, we're flying quite often, regularly here in Colombia right now. We're doing the One Engine Out Colombian tour. Runway condition, flooded. Yeah, a plane can aquaplane, yeah, absolutely.
You need floats under the planes.
It's, yeah, like I said, it's just one of those conditions where so here's one big thing that I wonder. How do you determine if you are on the taxi line or on the taxiway itself? How can you be sure that you're not taxiing off the center line somewhere, right? Thank you much for the wishes for the nice landing. Much appreciated. Welcome. From the cockpit, you could see how, I mean, let me just see if I can find that video. Anybody got a link? Dubai airport flood. Let's have a look. Right, so here's, hang on, let me just see if I can, so, I mean, I know that the engines are low anyways, but I mean, but still, right? I mean, you can't even see the, honestly, look at the spray. You can't see the landing gear. I don't know how they would be able to see the taxi line. Okay. But anyways, like I said, I luckily don't have experience with that kind of deep water and taxiing around it. Well, many flights diverted, but I don't know. What, guys, anybody know? Was Dubai closed yesterday? Maybe, because of thunderstorms going through, probably, yeah. Yeah, that's the one there, Bruno. Hang on, let me just... Hang on. Crazy, look at it. I just honestly, I don't know how you can taxi there. And he's going really fast as well. Like, well, probably he has to go fast. Jesus. Why would you even do that? So imagine arriving, you open doors and then see passengers, right, I hope you enjoyed the flight with us. The next 50 meters you've got to swim. Because we don't have boats for you. Crazy. Boat sim, yeah. Stuck in Jakarta after taking off 30 minutes after the main wave. My was cancelled. Oh, really? Okay, that's a lot. Yeah, that's. Yeah. So the thing is, guys. So all jokes aside, the problem is with things like water ingestion into the equipment bay. You know, so I honestly don't know. If you know, you could actually cause a huge amount of damages to an aircraft that way. You know, and I'm not a test pilot, right? They don't tell me to which water depth I'm allowed to taxi. I know what water depth I'm allowed to land and take off in. But that's more like, you know, 30 millimeters or something. You know, 3 centimeters, not half a foot or even a foot or more, right? Half a meter. That's Chris, lol, yeah. Here's your life jacket. Enjoy your swim to the terminal. Beware of the currents. And beware of other aircraft taxiing around you. Crazy. No, terrain ahead, no. Like I said, I know we've had lots of rain, and yes, you know, of course, but that is flooded. And the thing is, as I think somebody said, that in Dubai you don't really have any kind of canalization, so a drainage, a proper drainage system, because I mean they probably have a basic one, but not a drainage system like we have here in Europe that can cope with that amount of water. Although I have to say that amount of water, I think even that would have flooded. Oh yeah, I remember, I think terrain ahead, I think I remember what you mean. Frankfurt Airport, yes, I do remember the pictures. Was it not even last year? Where, yeah, there were pictures, similar pictures in Frankfurt where the airport was flooded. Yeah, I think... but no, I wasn't there in Frankfurt. I was at home, luckily. So that's altimeter 1008. I don't know. It's a 777 driver. I wouldn't do it, honestly. There's just no point in going on and trying to force a flight or force a taxi, you know, to a gate or apron position if it means that you can actually literally break you know, an aircraft, cause millions of damages. Why take that, you know, risk? You know, if you're perfectly safe on the ground, just park somewhere, switch off the engines, make an announcement, say to your passengers, you've got 2 options: stay here with feet dry, or if you like, take your life vest and, you know, off you go. Good luck swimming to the terminal, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone would opt to stay on board in these conditions. Yeah, I mean, climate change, yeah, sure. I mean, why shouldn't it also affect them down there, right? You know, more higher temperatures, more energy in the air, taking up more moisture. heavier rains, sure, right? So we did say we can go down to 7,000 now. That looks really interesting. Yeah. Or actually maybe even 6,000. Yeah, 6,000 we can do now. Alright, cool. Yeah, UNAC, I heard about. They have chemicals, or they release chemicals into the atmosphere there to have maybe produce rain or something, or I don't know. I know that's. I heard we had to fly holding once near Prague because they were firing rockets into the air to have these clouds rain somewhere else, right? To rain off some other part of the country. I've heard of that. So, did I ever have an AOG? Yes, I had a couple of AOGs in my time. Yeah. Broken doors, broken engines, electrical problem, flat problem. Engine starter problem at Zurich, I remember. It was snowing like crazy. Yeah, talking about Active Sky coming to Microsoft Flight Sim, I really wonder how and you know, in what regard it actually will bring improvement. So apparently thunderstorms, so more realistic thunderstorm clouds, was already brilliant.
Historic weather.
Historical weather, yeah, that's also interesting. Yeah.
And the weather radar will work better.
Well, I've heard rumors, but I've not really read anything about it. I have a feeling that it's going to be dependent on the aircraft add-on maker. So Asobo will say, well, that's your beer, right? Not mine. And if it's presets, yeah, then he can't really inject weather through that, yeah. Yeah, it is coming to Microsoft Flight Sim. But again, it seems like more like preset stuff regarding clouds, you know. Okay, so Vikram says this time they insist they had nothing to do with it. Okay. Yeah. More drag. Cool. All right. Let's have a little bit more. Does that make sense? 4,000, yeah. Yeah, I'll have a bit more drag. So we're going to wait until we clear this area, which we have. So we're good to go down to 4,000 feet now. $4,000 out blue. Yeah, Bruno also says nothing confirmed regarding weather radar. It doesn't work like the P3D. Oh, okay. That's what I was afraid as well. So all I'm going to do now, leave the programmed the VOR approach, yeah. And
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. So we'll leave that in, and we'll just fly one teardrop entry, align ourselves, descend, slow down. It is a bit hazy, yeah. Cool. So briefed everything regarding the approach. Let's have a look at the checklists. Approach checklist: Barrow ref, QNH 188 set, checked. Seatbelts on, minimum bar row 2010 feet, auto brake medium, but that's going to be manual braking later on, engine mode selector normal. And that's the approach checklist completed. Let me slow down the aircraft. Thrust idle. Oh, there's the runway, right. Just now, I've just seen Jeremiah land. Wow, okay. Interesting.
Seatbelts fastened and ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, magazines that you do not want to keep. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Good. VOR is identified. That looks all fine. Proceed to turn back. So 4,000, and then we just send 3,600 once we're inbound. Cool. Let me go. Open descent 4,000. Reynolds is in the procedure turn now.
I have to do a go around.
Okay. Flaps 1. Are you okay, Bernard? Just
Yeah, I have some difficulties here. I tried a VOR lock, but this does not. This
no.
does not work.
No.
Because
It does not work. No, it's only for ILS lock, not for VO lock. So you
Okay.
fly that. If you like, fly that with nav or otherwise track mode, like heading select or heading track mode. Alt star.
yeah, I try.
Right, flaps 2. That looks beautiful, thank you much. Checked. I'm gonna have to slow down a bit here. Right, I don't know where Brenneth has gone. Oh, there he is. Okay, fantastic, cool. Well, only on the Boeing aircraft, not on the Airbus. Airbus lock is only for ILS localizer, not for VOR stuff, guys. Very important.
But I'm flying the 737.
Oh, okay. Then I'll take it back.
Yeah, but the problem is the VOR is in front of the runway, not behind. So you have difficulties.
Yeah, I guess that's why the limitation is you can't fly the approach then in lock mode. You have to go with heading or track. So there we go. Coming into 206. There's the inbound radial, and so we'll continue in nav mode initially, but I'm going to put this already to track FPA. And the nav mode should align us nicely, and then we'll fly the rest So descent starts at the VOR. Exactly at the VOR. So the radial should come in any moment now. There it is. And we're currently 5 miles away from the VOR. Oops. Little lag. Lovely hazy atmosphere. I love it. Really nice. Exciting. So 3,600 is pre-dialed. We're within 1 dot, so we can start descent here. Gears coming down. Interesting terrain as well. Out star. Flaps 3. Speed is check. Flaps 3. I'm going to go on track now. So we're going to track the radial. Flaps 4. Arm the spoilers. Lights are all on. So we've got to be careful. We're very close to the VOR, so the needle will become very, very sensitive. So only minor corrections here. And 1.5 miles to go. So I'm going to set 4,000 Mr. Approach, and I'm going to already have flight path angle. So there's the radial now dropping. I'm going to start my descent here at 3 degrees. Flight director off. So don't worry about the needle, it should come back, or the track line should come back very, very quickly. And then we check the altitude at outbound 1 mile, 3,280. That looks good. 2 miles will be 2,960 feet. Landing checklist. ECM landing no blue. Coming into the radial again. Very nice. Wind from the left a little bit. So 2 miles out. 2,964. Maybe just a tad high, continuing. Then next one will be 3 miles out, 2,646. (2646) looking good, coming into the path. Missed approach point is at 5.2. We are 4 miles. 32. That's 2328. 1,000 checked. There's the runway. No, that's not runway. Hang on, let's continue. Four miles out was 2,320. Yeah, on path. Right, we've got to look out now. Make sure.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch
channel. Oh, it's hazy, blimey. Oh, there's the runway. I've got it.
Could
Manual
new
flight.
subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary
And it is offset,
snacks
isn't it?
and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Manual flight, manual thrust. Continue.
Exclamation mark, you can always.
No, 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 no. Just a little side step here. Make sure we continue down. Careful with the pitch, careful with the speed. Wow, that was a very spicy approach. My God. Blimey. I did not realize it's going to be this difficult.
100.
On path.
40,
Too low.
30,
Terrain.
20, retard.
Come on, don't float it too long.
5.
Max manual braking. We've got spoilers. There we go. Easy. Woo! Wow, what an approach. I honestly did not think we would see the runway. Blimey. Spicy. Woo, we made it. So Jeremiah, what was the reason for you go around? You didn't see the runway, or?
I didn't catch the runway.
Yeah.
I was too high.
Okay. Also, it is a little bit offset, so you got to look a little bit to the right.
You remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for
I also had to go around. I was completely wrong. I think I didn't understand correctly how this works here.
Okay. If you need any help, let me know.
Yeah, they say the descent starts at 6.6 DME.
No, it starts
But-
over the VOR.
Okay.
So,
Starts over the VR.
yeah, it's 6.6 miles from the runway, but you don't have a DME at the runway. You only have that VOR station, and so you have to start.
Yeah,
at-
okay, that's 6.6 is the distance from the runway.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you don't have that indicating anywhere. So, raw data-wise, you have to go with the VOR. Once the needle drops from the VOR, that's when you start your descent, and then you go outbound from the VOR. You have DME distances from November Victor Alpha DME, and then you just look at the altitudes you should be. It's a difficult approach. I have to say, this really was one of those approaches where I actually had to seriously concentrate. Well, I'm going to ignore his or her signals here. Just gonna. I do want to park on the line there. Look at that. Right on the line. So 3 minutes should be all right. And then APU is available. Bleed on. Engines off. So let's have a look. VChris, I just missed your reset then. VChris, 81 months. Yeah, you can always. I honestly
Welcome
thought
aboard the
it would end in a
Captain
go
Blackbox
around,
Twitch channel subscriber experience.
but
Could new subscribers please make your way to
I
the
just
first
barely
class
made
cabin,
that the runway.
where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Iowa Scotsman, 38 months. Big shout out to the Iowa Scotsman. Are you streaming today by any chance, Iowa? Guys, check out his channel, please, here on Twitch as well. Thank you so much, Iowa. 38 months. Good God. Request deboarding. Quick after landing radar predictive system is now off, and we have parking checklist, parking brakes set, engines off, fuel pumps go off, and then we'll have a look, see if we can catch Jeremiah's landing here. Wow, nice airport though, nice scenery.
He tries to land.
Yeah. GG's. Are you not streaming tonight?
Passengers bus is coming.
Wow. I mean, the Colombian tour has had many surprises, I have to say. And even the scenery here looks really lovely. Very interesting. And, you know, I'm just trying to get a feel for what it must be like to fly here in reality. That must also be very exciting. And he got, you know, I thought 8 kilometers initially would be absolutely no problem today for the approach. But man, I was wrong. That was very, very spicy. Same Caesar. Hi, Sim Caesar. Are you streaming later? You already streamed because he gave me a nice raid earlier on. Once again, thank you very much for that raid. Today's Wednesday.
Passengers
There he is.
starting.
Right, there he's safely down. Not tonight, Sim Caesar. Okay.
He's not very happy with my landing.
Was it a bit hard, or what was the problem?
Yes, it was hard. I couldn't see the runway.
But I mean, you saw it at the end, correct?
Only in the last moment. And then I was a little bit high.
Okay. Oh, really? So Ricardo also says Ricardo can't see the runway? Do you guys have different different weather than I have? I mean, I have live weather as well.
Yeah, but even the live weather sometimes is different. We did a group flight yesterday, and I saw the person landed just a minute in front of me. He had a complete different weather than me on the same airport, of course.
That's right, okay. Well, I mean, I had the runway about 3 seconds prior to minimums inside, but yeah, if that's even worse for you guys, okay. Maybe switch to default weather or something. I don't know. Because again, 8 kilometers should be no problem whatsoever. Let me just refresh the weather. That's still 8 kilometers. Few 5,000. Theoretically, should be no problem. It's rare. It's rare that an approach gets me so excited. I mean, you know, it's per se a challenging approach. This approach doesn't give you much, you know, buffer left or right, up and down. So, you know, since you can't use much automation apart from, you know, lateral tracking and vertical speed or the flight path angle. So if you manage, just like I've been able to do, to go and be fairly well on the vertical path, and then, you know, laterally. One thing I didn't really brief, and I should have done, I didn't brief the offset, because I didn't really see it that much, but I should have checked the runway track, because that's the problem with these charts. You know, sometimes it's very benign difference, but even 3 degrees difference can make a huge, you know, visual difference flying. Well, that's actually 6 degrees. Yeah, if I'd briefed 6 degrees difference between inbound course and runway track, I would have known how much, you know, of an offset that is. What turbulence settings do I use? Well, I use real turb, and here in the sim itself, I use is it light? But real turb does make the turbulence a little bit more accurate. So, but Microsoft turbulence sometimes it's just way overdone. Okay, so UNAC also says live weather is not always the same. How weird, right? I mean, you would imagine you still have, you have the same simulator, right? Then you have the same weather. How can it? Yeah, how can it be different than the sim?
at my landing, I didn't see any lighting of the runway.
Okay, I think you have the normal scenery, right? Not payware.
Yes.
Okay.
No
Yes.
payware.
Yeah, I have payware scenery.
Okay, that might be better.
Okay, FS Icarus is flying here. C700.
Yes, she is doing the new Columbia tour.
Ah.
The first leg. Or the second.
I love his dedication, man. So just waiting for Reynolds. So. Oh, sorry, Dayon. I don't know if you have any money in the company at the moment, but do you care when you have a plane with a special livery? Yes, I do. Dayon, absolutely. Yeah. So when I have like a retro livery or something, absolutely. It is special, yeah. Yeah, so Felix, again, try medium and see how that works. But honestly, in certain areas, like, mountainous areas, even medium settings is just, it's just brutal. I honestly, if it were that, like in real life, man, I mean, no, he's always okay. He's going around again.
Oh no.
Oh, good. Not you. The other.
Awesome. Okay.
Ricardo. Yeah, Ricardo. I think he flew the 02 approach. But if he's got so much worse weather.
I think the weather is getting better.
Wish me luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, Renald.
We're counting on you.
Thank you.
Can see him sit there sweating.
Actually approaching the VOR, 2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
I managed it with about 500 feet per minute. A little bit hard.
Yeah, but you can walk away from that.
Yes, I did.
A good landing is when all debris are in the same direction, I heard.
Nah, there will be no debris, come on. Yeah, Vickers. I mean, that would have been today. Honestly, after this approach, that would have been nasty. To give me that that go around song, because then I wouldn't have heard the countdown. Yeah, Yunak, yeah, could be. So let's see. Yeah. That looks good. That looks much better. Day on? No. Do you have a link, day on? Nice. Well done.
A little bit of bounce.
Oh, it's a robotic. Okay. Yeah, it is impressive. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But I mean, whatever the reason why we had different weather conditions, I mean, still, that made the whole flight so much more impressive. And I'm pretty sure Bernard also feels some good achievement today.
Oh yes, it was really exciting. I've barely seen the runway at the minimum, barely.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I wasn't completely sure where the runway is.
The dangerous
same experience.
Yeah. The dangerous thing is that you have a certain expectation. So when you look out, your brain looks for a certain pattern. So, you know, it looks for runway with runway edge lights, maybe PAPI lights. And the danger always is there that your brain thinks, there's the runway. When in fact it's a road, for example, or, you know, it just happens to be some of the lights look like the runway, and your brain, you know, computes the nerves inputs from your eyes, and you know, it will correct at some point, but initially, you know, you may actually go for something else, not the runway itself. So
there was an incident some years before. Someone wanted to land in St. Martin, and there was a bad weather, bad visibility, and they mismatched a hotel for the runway.
Oh yeah.
The roof of the hotel looked a kind of a runway, and they aimed for this hotel, and in the last second they saw it as a hotel and did a go around.
I remember there's some airports where it says on the airport information, you know, do not mistake the highway, you know, right of runway for the runway or something.
Yep. I am very disappointed from the graphics here of the airport.
Really?
I'll send you a picture, and you can see why.
I mean, so the terminal building may not be the most detailed one, but I mean, all in all,
the terminal building's looking good, but the apron itself, it's completely messed up.
Really?
Look in the screenshot I sent you.
So just have a look if Ricardo is able to land this time. Oh, because of the DX12 again.
Yeah. It's almost on every airport right now. The textures of the aprons and the runway sometimes completely broken.
Do you know that Microsoft uses DLSS 2, I think, or is it 2? You can change the DLS. There's a program called DLSS Swapper.
Okay.
And
Never heard.
There, I have set to DLS 3. So let me just see the version. Let me just find the program so I can show you. Yeah, so currently I am running 3.5.10. And so you can... So that's actually the most actual one. So I could change that now to 3.7.0.0. And so maybe that's why I don't have any issues here at the airport right now. And my DLSS terrain issues have decreased. Not perfect. It still happens from time to time, but a lot rarer now.
But it's not a problem of this airport developer here. It is a general problem of Microsoft Flight Simulator and NVIDIA DX12, I think.
Well, I mean, you're using DLSS, right? And so I have. So that's the thing. I think that's where one of the problems lies. So depending on the driver versions, and Microsoft only uses the 2 versions of DLS2, and you can actually swap that to 3, but you have to get that DLS swapper.
Okay. Where can I get it? Is pay where?
No. It should be freeware. Let me see if I can find a link on that. Just watching the landing.
It's from GitHub.
Okay, let me just find that.
You have this as well?
No, I searched it.
Okay.
There we go, Ricardo. Well done.
So I just switched off DLSS, but nothing, no difference.
No, I think you have to restart the sim so it loads in again.
Maybe, yes, maybe.
So how come FS Icarus, is he flying also here on this tour? No. Oh, that's the altitude. Is that distance or altitude? What we're seeing?
Altitude.
Okay.
He is maybe landing a neighbor airport on the other tour.
Yeah. Yeah, so all in all, I think the airport is nice. Looking good. And it's challenging. 100%. Right. Wonderful, my dear friends. Thank you so much for watching. So again, Saturday, Cross the Pond event. I will be starting my stream at... Let me have a look at my schedule. I'll be starting the stream at 10 UTC. Slot is at 11:15 or something. Amsterdam to Montreal. And I'll be flying the 747 from PMG in P3D. With autosave.
That's nice, yeah. Okay, I do plan to land in my bed for today.
Okay, that sounds good as well.
Thanks very much. It was nice.
Thanks for flying along.
See you next time.
Thank you much.
Good night.
Good night. So, Brent, there's a YouTube channel, Iceland Sim Pilot, on YouTube. And he has apparently got some videos and explains how to get and install DLS 3.
Have you sent it in Discord or where is it?
Just gonna search for it now. That landing was so illegal, Ricardo. Lord. It stays between us. So let's have a look. So here's the channel. I'll send you that link.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Aquila. We are back this evening in the Britain Norman Islander.
Okay, thank you very much.
Anguilla Air Services. And
so there somewhere should be a video regarding DLSS 3. I hope you find it.
In his channel or in his channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the videos.
There it is.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
I see.
So
Okay.
see if that helps. Cool, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. And see you again on Saturday. Maybe stay tuned. So on Friday in Discord, if I find a time, maybe we'll do a quick session, just a Discord live stream to talk about the procedures for Cross the Pond. Maybe some people have some questions. Edmund, thank you so much to you as well. Thank you, my dear friends, my dear moderators. Thanks for all the help as always. Stay safe, stay positive, and I'll see you again very soon. Good night.
Good night.